Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to our Sunday night countdown, where I'm going to go over our top 10 stocks going into this week and this month. And the reason why I want to do this is not only because these are amazing possible runners, but because I do like going over indicators, as I see traders every single day missing out on these simple indicators that they could make all the difference in trading. And I want to make sure that you guys actually get to learn. So on every video, I will be going over indicators, and I want to make sure you guys do get better at this because, again, I have much love for you guys. So let's jump right into this. Now, the first one I do like is SLGG. Now, this one is a little more speculative on the volume. The reason why I say that is because we do have a large amount of volume that came up here, and we have a price range at here, but however, the price kept going up. While we do have less volume that came in, there is a lot of green volume, but not as deep as we saw previously, therefore representing that we could possibly be reversing. Again, we want to see confirmation on the volume, and we want to see it break above its IPO price at 1151. If SLGG does break above its IPO price and the volume does confirm as high as we saw previously, then I would be buying. However, again, we could see some hype in SLGG as SPY has been going crazy, and SLGG definitely has been moving with SPY, as it is very similar to what SPY represents as far as relevancy in our market. So again, we do see that if SPY does continue, we could possibly see a parabolic play from SLG from $11.50 to possibly $14 pretty quickly. But however, like I said, I don't like to play these type of plays unless we do get confirmation on volume, because we do get wicked down, and we definitely don't want to be in that situation, as we could be in the middle of a huge sell-off. So I'm going to go over the MACD with you guys. This is the buy pressure. Again, we do see a decrease in buy pressure, therefore representing that we could possibly be seeing a reversal as well. And lastly, we're going to go over the RSI. Now, the RSI also shows that we are going downward. It looks like we are having bearish divergence here. Again, we do have a price that was as low as it was previously at a higher RSI versus a price that is even higher at a lower RSI, therefore showing us that we have bearish divergence. Now, SLGG, I definitely would have on the watch, because if it breaks its IPO price, it could have a nice move, and that's why I'll be watching it for a day trade. But however, other than that, I will not be playing to it. And another sympathy play to that, which I wanted to go over, is AESE. Now, they did end the day with 21 million volume, and on average, they have about 4 million volume. Now, we do want to break this $4.12 mark. Again, we do want to break above this and break out. Again, we do have a resistance at 388, but however, we want to break out of this wick. But what does it look like here? It looks very similar to SLGG. We have this huge volume spike and then very little volume here. Again, what I mean by sympathy play is AESC likes to follow SLGG. So if SLGG were to sell off, if I was an AESC, I would definitely probably be selling, as it probably would follow it and it probably would sell off with it. So again, AESE is definitely on the watch for the volume that has been coming in. But however, like I said, we do have a decrease in volume. It looks like we could possibly go lower. But however, we do see on the MACD that the MACD is increasing in pressure, but however, decreasing in sell pressure. Now, what we do see here is not only an increase in buy pressure, but also a decrease in volume. Therefore, we need more confirmation here. We could possibly see that confirmation, but however, we do need to break out of our previous volume point to get that confirmation when we do break out of this resistance, in my opinion, or else we will come down really quickly. Again, the RSI looks like it's pretty clean, but however, like I said, we need that confirmation on the volume on AESE, and we need SLGG to be popping off, in my opinion. Now, another one I want to go over is MRKR. This one is a huge watch. Again, this one has been on a nice move. Again, we did see on Friday that it was holding nice. So this would be a continuation play, and this would probably be either a pre-market or an open play. But however, we did see it gapped up, and it looks like it's moving along nicely. We see the volume has been confirming to possibly take us further. And again, we want to look at the MACD. Let's see how the pressure is looking here. Now, we do see the pressure on this one. We have a decrease in sell pressure. We have an increase in buy pressure, but we need to confirm above this if we want to go as crazy as we want to, because again, I'm going to go over the 4 hours so you can see what resistances we're trying to break here. Again, you can see we have been up quite a bit, and we were on this huge sell-off, and it looks like it's doing a huge bounce play, and it needs to break out of its point where it did sell off. And if it doesn't break that point, we will see a huge sell-off as well. So again, MRKR is definitely something to be careful with, as again, we do have a lot of resistance to be breaking out of, but I do like the volume. They did end the day with 54 million volume, and on average, they have about 3 million. That's almost more than 20 times as much volume as on average. Again, that's probably like 18 times as much, but same thing. MRKR is definitely going to be on the watch. We are going to see if it breaks over that resistance point. And again, like I said, the volume has been looking nice. It looks like we could possibly break out, but we are only going to be on the watch, as again, we do see more sell pressure coming in than buy pressure on average right here on the MACD. And again, it does look like we are oversold, and it looks like it might just come back down. We're going to be careful on this one. We want it to break over 260 and hold above it, in my opinion, to be a nice buy. And that's when I will be entering. Again, we want to make sure it does hold over 260 and not just come up and get wicked down, because like I said, there's a lot of resistance resistance to be worrying about, and we want to make sure we do break out of it. And if not, like I said, we will get wicked down and get sold off on. You want to make sure you are careful on MRKR. But like I said, I like the volume that has been coming in, so we will see what happens there. Now, SKLZ, I know a lot of people have been wondering about skills. Skills has been on a huge sell-off. We could see our huge descending wedge that could possibly be something representing a breakout. But however, we don't see a breakout yet. It looks like we are selling off, and we even see a larger amount of buy pressure on the 4-hour here. So again, the question is, when are we going to reverse? Now, what we need to be looking for here is an increase in buy pressure. We need this sell pressure to come down and be very flat and have a huge enormous amount of buy pressure come in. Now, I do like how it has been selling off recently for quite a while. Now, I'm going to show you guys what bullish divergence look like. Now, this shows that the price is possibly going to go from lower to higher. Now, I'm going to go to the RSI so you can see what that means. Again, we do see bullish divergence right here. It is going higher in price right here, as you can see. Higher in our relativity strength, right? And then we do see our price action that is going lower, therefore representing that the price possibly could be reversing sometime soon, and it could hold the support here at 23.13 and possibly break out from here. We are going to see if it does break out of our pattern. If it does break out of our pattern, in my opinion, we would have a nice buy either around this area, or if this red bar right here gets the best of us and we do have another sell-off, we could possibly see it come down here. So again, we are going to wait for the breakout. We're going to make sure we do let the play come to us on this one. But SKLZ is definitely a nice options play that I think a lot of people have been playing. But again, another thing we're going to be looking out for, especially for these tech companies like SKLZ, and I know a lot of people are watching PLTR that watch SKLZ as well. You definitely want to watch the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ and the market looks like it might sell off going into this week, but it could possibly recover. We're right in that in-between range where we started to sell off about a couple weeks back, and we were very bearish. It looks like we could possibly have a run again, but like I said, we want to watch the market as well on SKLZ, as that probably will take us lower. If the NASDAQ sells off, in my opinion, that's what would take us lower. But however, I do believe if the NASDAQ was healthy, then we could possibly see a breakout and a nice swing trade. So SKLZ is on the watch for sure. Now, the next one to go over is Plug. Now, a lot of people have been wondering about this one. Again, we are going to go on the 4-hour. We can see that it has been selling off. We do want to see more volume on this one, in my opinion. Let me back out of this real quick. All right, so you can see that there is a huge amount of sell pressure coming in, right? We even have a lesser amount of sell pressure, but we have a higher price here and a lower price here. Therefore, it could represent that we are going to continue to sell off. But let's go into the MACD. Let's see what our buy pressure shows us. Let's see if we might see a reversal here. Now, we did see this huge sell-off where there's a ton of red coming in on the sell pressure, and we have some bounces on the buy pressure, right? It almost looks like it's representing trying to correct itself from all the sell that it just had. But however, do we have confirmation above our previous buy point or even close to it? We do not. And we do see flat on the sell pressure so far. If we do see more flat on the sell pressure and it continues to give us a flat sell pressure here, then we could possibly see a reversal and have a nice run. Now let's look at the RSI. Again, the RSI does look like it's showing tons of divergence, bullish divergence. We could be reversing here, and this is why it's on the watch. So we have bullish divergence that could possibly be reversing, and we could have a nice swing trade on Plug if it does reverse. Again, it wants to hold this support that we previously broke out of at 33.34. So this one could be a nice entry with a tight stop loss. But in my opinion, what I like to do is wait till it breaks out. So I want it to hold over $50.30 where it previously started to sell off. And I want to see more buy volume and confirmation on a huge volume spike. Again, I do like the buy pressure has been increasing. The sell pressure, hopefully it continues to stay flat and we could see a nice bull run for Plug for a nice swing trade. So we're going to see what happens here. We're going to see if the volume that ended the day at 55 million volume, and on average they have 44 million volume, turns into buy volume and confirms a buy around this resistance, like I said, at 50.30. Now, again, that is going to be on the watch. We're going to let the play come to us on that one for me. Now, ONTX, again, I saw a lot of volume on this one. It's not exactly my favorite play as it is very volatile, but if it does break out, we definitely will be in this one. Now, ONTX ended the day with around 34 million volume, and on average, they have about 33. So it's just above average on volume. That doesn't mean too much, but it means that it could possibly reverse. Again, we do see the volume has been very flat here. We do want to see confirmation on the volume at this level at least, but if not, we're going to go in the MACD so we can look at the buy pressure. Again, we do see a large amount of sell pressure coming in and a decrease in buy pressure, therefore showing us that we could be selling off. But however, we do see the MACD has been showing, the RSI has been showing oversold. We could possibly see a run, but however, it looks like we do need to hold above our previous sell-off point at $1.29, above $1.30 in my opinion. And I wouldn't be buying into this one personally because of all the sell-off that's been happening and all of the miscalculated volume, in my opinion, that hasn't been coming in. Looks like we do need to probably break above 158, and that would be a nice solid buy. Now, if we do break above 158, I will be making a video on it, so definitely be on the watch for that. Now, MOGO is my #1 favorite possible runner going into pre-market and going into tomorrow. Again, MOGO has a lot of volume that has been coming in. You like the confirmation here. We don't like this huge sell volume here. But however, we do see more buy volume coming in. We could see an increase in price here if it does break above our 1250 mark, I believe it was. Yes, we need to break over 1250, in my opinion, to have a breakout. And we do like the volume that's been coming in. We are going to have this one on watch as it could continue, and we could possibly see a huge parabolic play. I do like MOGO, though. Like I said, I do see bullish divergence as well on the RSI right off the bat right now. So you can see that we are turning up in price on the relativity of this stock in the last 14 days, while we do see the price decreasing in price. So therefore, we could possibly see bullish divergence here. If we do get a reversal here and possibly hold above it here, and we do get that volume confirmation, like I said, then I will be buying it at MOGO. But however, MOGO ended the day with 10 million volume, and they do have on average about 4 million volume. So that's why I do like MOGO possibly going into pre-market. And if it does go crazy during pre-market and possibly breaking to $12, I probably would say buy open is probably not a good buy. So definitely be careful. This is not a recommendation, but this is definitely what I'll be doing. I will be buying on the breakout. But however, like I said, if it breaks out before open, I definitely would not be in this one. But again, like I said, if you guys play pre-market, MOGO is definitely a huge watch in my opinion. LODE is another one I want to go over. Now, this one's an awesome play because I do like this one as it does have patterns that came out, right? We see this, it's scooped up, and then we almost come down the same way, and it looks like it wants to possibly give us the same move. But what we're looking for here, again, is a lot of volume. Again, we do see less volume that came in, and it took us to a huge price, right? It took us all the way up here when we did not have as much volume. But why is that? Why is that? That shows us that we could possibly see a sell-off soon, right? So we do see the sell-off that might happen with no volume. We see that large amount of sell pressure coming in, and the buy pressure overall looks like it is getting flat. So therefore, we could possibly see a reversal. But again, we did see that huge spike on the volume, and we could possibly see a pattern breakout like we have been, and it could possibly follow its same pattern. We're going to see if it does. In my opinion, again, we did have our breakout point around 299 previously on this one, and it did, and we bought into it. But however, it looks like our breakout point at this point is going to be 750. If it breaks over 750 and we do see a nice volume confirmation above our previous volume point, I will be buying into this one. But however, like I said, LODE is definitely on the watch. This one on average came out with 5.4 million volume, and on average, they have about 3 million volume. So again, they are almost double as much volume as on average. So they could have a nice run. But however, it's only on watch until it does break our resistance and it does confirm on the volume. So again, that is on the watch. RXT is another one that I like. Again, we do see confirmation on the volume here. This is very bullish, right? We were waiting for this on all the other candles. We were waiting for this huge bullish move. And it looks like our price is actually lower on this end when we are higher over here. We're higher with less amount of volume, right? But we're actually lower with even more amount of volume. So the answer is to your questions. Sometimes a lot of people ask, there's a lot of volume coming in, but by the time the volume comes in, I miss my price, I miss the breakout. And the truth is, no, you can actually see the volume before it actually breaks out, while you do see a price at a higher price with no volume. So therefore showing a possible bullish move. Now let's go into the MACD and see what our buy pressure looks like. So we do see that the pressure has been a huge increase in sell pressure. We definitely have to keep that in account, but we see an increase in buy pressure, but not breaking out as much as before. So we are going to see if this does continue to break out on the MACD, in my opinion, as our indicator. We already have the volume confirmation. We just need some of the MACD to break out. And in my opinion, if it did break over its previous high at 25.77 and hold above 26, in my opinion, I would be buying this for a nice day trade and a swing trade, possibly, if it did break out. RXT is definitely on the watch. I'm going to go to the next one. The last one is LGHL. LGHL does have a merger coming in this month at the end of the month with FinTech Group. This is a Bitcoin play. Now, LGHL has a lot of other things that their company does, but the hype going into this month specifically is the merger going in with Lion FinTech. Again, what was it? The merger, I forget the name of the company. I just said it right now. But anyway, LGHL is definitely on the watch. I do like the volume that's been coming in. But however, it looks like it needs to hold over 460 and break out. If it doesn't, LGHL definitely will not be something that I will buy into. I'm already in this one at 380. And if it does get to that point, I probably will sell if Bitcoin doesn't hold over 57,000, like I did mention yesterday, then I definitely would be careful on Lion Group. Again, fintech group is the merger that they're trying to merge with. But however, we want to see if they do actually merge. If they don't, then we definitely are going to be careful, as we could see a huge sell-off. But however, it is very speculative. But if you do catch this merger and it turns into something good and Bitcoin is over 60,000, then this one could possibly go to $15, $20. So definitely LGHL is going to be on the watch this week. And I will post a video if they do get that merger. Now, again, much love to everybody that's been in the comment section. I appreciate all you guys. And if you guys have been subscribing, you guys have been going crazy for me, and I appreciate all you guys, and I hope you guys are learning. Again, sorry for forgetting the fintech group right now. I should remember that one, but I did say it right before it. But I do appreciate everybody that's been in the comment section. You guys have been showing me so much love. And if you guys do have a watch list, throw it in the comment section. Anything on your mind, throw it in the comment section. Again, God bless you all, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I hope you guys enjoyed our Sunday night countdown.